Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. In GraphQL, a 200 OK response status code indicates that the request was successfully received and processed by the server. However, in the context of GraphQL, a successful HTTP response does not necessarily mean that the operation was successful in terms of business logic. It's possible for a GraphQL request to return a 200 OK status while still containing errors in the response body. Understanding GraphQL error handling. In GraphQL, errors are typically returned in the errors field of the response, even when the HTTP status code is 200. This allows the client to differentiate between a successful request and an operation that encountered issues during execution. The structure of a GraphQL response with an error can look like this. Handling errors in GraphQL. 1. Define custom error types. You might want to define specific error types in your GraphQL schema to handle different scenarios. 2. Throw errors in resolvers. In your resolver functions, you can throw errors when something goes wrong. These errors will be captured and returned in the response. 3. Return data and errors together. Even if there's an error, you can still return partial data. This means clients can handle cases where some fields are successfully resolved while others are not. Example implementation. Below is an example of a simple GraphQL server setup using Express and Apollo Server, demonstrating how to handle errors properly. Step 1. Set up your project. Step 2. Create a basic GraphQL server. Create a file named server.js. Step 3. Querying the GraphQL API. You can use a tool like Postman or GraphQL Playground to test the queries. Query for an existing user. Query for a non-existing user. Example response for existing user. Example response for non-existing user. Conclusion. In GraphQL, handling errors effectively while still providing a 200 OK response is crucial for building robust applications. By leveraging the errors field in the response, you can inform clients about issues while allowing them to access any successfully retrieved data. This approach helps maintain a smooth user experience even in the face of partial failures.